starting guilt feelings. They will start saying that earlier I did that, maybe because of that today I am getting all these things. People generally in India, because of the cultural aspect, people will more connect to such things, isn't it? Maybe because of that. Recently I was counseling a cancer patient. He's a young man. He was telling me, in college days I was a spoiled person. That's why I got this. She's connecting with that, with his behavior. So the guilt feelings also starts. So all these feelings, you see, all these negative feelings start arising in the family members of the addict. See, you want a break now? I think it's 15, okay. 10 minutes also. Okay, now see that this is the feelings experienced by the family. Next comes C. Can anybody just read it out? Can you read?
Living in problematic environment, family develop
codependency behavior. Now let's see what is this codependency behavior. See, what is the codependency behavior? A pattern of, yes. Can you tell me? Yes.
ക്ലയൻറ്റ് ബിഹേവ് ചെയ്യുന്നതോട് തന്നെ ഫാമിലി മെമ്പേഴ്സും ബിഹേവ് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങും. അയാൾ ആങ്കറാണ് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നതെങ്കിൽ ഫാമിലി മെമ്പേഴ്സും സെയിം ആങ്കർ ആയിരിക്കും ഇത് ചെയ്യുന്നത്.
Here I have a definition, a pattern of living and coping based on set of dysfunctional rules within the family system. Like husband, whatever dysfunction husband is doing, same the wife will also start doing. Generally what happens, if the husband is not doing right way, wife will tell, this is not the way. She will do the right way. But here, what the husband does, the same behavior wife also starts. So that is a codependency. Now see, due to preoccupation and an extreme emotional dependence on the addict. See, what are the codependency traits? First is loss of daily structure. Like a wife, what is her duty every day in the family? Morning she will get up, she will think of making breakfast, she will doing her personal work, think of making breakfast for the family. Then at the noon time she wash and do all the household works. Then she will prepare lunch. Then she will prepare the snacks and coffee. She will wait for the family members to come to greet them. She will attend the children. She will attend the husband. These are all the daily routine that is happening in a family, isn't it? These are the duty of the wife or the responsibility of the wife. The wife is taking up these responsibilities. But what happens? Slowly the addict's wife also start behaving like the addict. In a family, if the husband goes morning to the work, at least he looks for some of the work at the house, then he goes to the workplace. Now what the addict is doing? Is he going to the workplace? Is he going to the duty? No, he is not going anywhere. He is lying down at home or he is going to the toddy shop. Same way his wife also start acting. She will also leave all her daily work responsibility and she will be just sitting and always thinking about what is going to happen in my future. So just see the picture, you can see. Simply sitting and thinking about unnecessary things. And she is not looking after attending the children, not taking care of the children, not doing anything for the children. So she also becomes like that. Loss of daily structure. She loses her daily structure. Daily work, daily routine, all is disturbed. She also similarly sits and thinks. Then lack of personal care. Even some wives, they even don't want to go for bath or don't do any of the daily work, don't pray. In this way they loses everything. Lack of personal care happens. Next, indifference to health problems. If she had any sort of health problem, she is not bothered about that. Okay, she is having stomach pain for long hours, she won't bother about that. She is always indulged with these feelings, thinking about all these things, problems, my husband's behavior, my life, my future. Everything is gone. Hopeless feelings she is always having. Hopeless and negative feelings. You can see her like a depressive patient, isn't it? You all have seen depressive patients. They always think in, focus on one thing and go on sitting like this for hours long, leaving all their routines. They sit in the corner of the wall, they will be sitting and always thinking on, they are in some other world, focusing something else, not life. So, same behavior starts with the wife also. She is indifferent about the health problems. If the children comes with a medal and says, Mama, I got a medal. She says, okay, keep somewhere there. Keep somewhere there. Because her interest is not that. So that is another thing. Now loss of priorities in life. She doesn't have any priority in the life. Like my child has go, so I have to get up, I be energetic, do it for my child. Or my child is has got hurt. He is coming from the school crying. So I have to give some emotional support to him. She forgets that. She is in an old world. She is focusing only one thing. So what happens? All the priorities in life. Generally if a child comes crying, the priority of the mother is what? What is the priority of the mother? How many mothers are here? You are married, you don't have kids. Okay. How many mothers? She has a symbol, that's why I asked. Okay, how many fathers are here? No fathers. Oh, you are all very, very young people. Mothers also not there. Okay, fine. Then I am a mother, I will tell you. The thing is that when my child comes crying to home from the school, so naturally my first priority will then, I will go and hug my child and ask, what happened to you? Why are you crying? If your husband comes inside very frustrated, naturally first thing the wife will go and ask the husband, why you are disturbed? Isn't it? But she will give some water or coffee or something, black coffee or something, and then she will relax him. Soothe him, then ask what happened. Okay, so that's the priority of the life. But what happens in addict's wife's case? She doesn't have any such priority. If the child comes and tells a problem also, she is not interested to listen to the problem. She cannot focus to the problem. She wants to sit and think something else. So, these are the four characters you see, loss of daily structure. The breakfast and everything will be late. She won't get up, she won't be energetic. Going to church, she will be sleeping. So, all the routine they will lose. Routine is lost. The next is lack of personal care. She even forgets, she doesn't give much importance in bathing a child. Small children, not bathing them. Okay, not putting their uniforms properly, not getting them dressed up well. So, lack of personal care happens and indifference to the health problems. Whatever health problem, she is not bothered. Then the last point comes, what is the last point? Yes, loss of priorities of life. She doesn't have any priority in life other than sitting and thinking about the problems. Okay, so these are the four. That indifference I told you, about ladies, that if somebody comes from house, she forgets to ask for coffee or anything. You know, hello and no, nothing about good, they have no hospitality. She will be sitting and thinking about her husband. So the other people think, see what type of lady she is, you have come to her house and even she doesn't have a gratitude of asking us, do you want something? Okay, so that is, see, this is the stage of that wife also. Sitting and always dreaming about the problems. Now next comes codependency, inability to make decisions. Even the addict's wife becomes like that. Generally what happens, see, we all can make decisions. We have a problem in our life, we will think about the option, what to do. Isn't it? We always think about option, we try to solve the problem. Isn't it? But in case of the addict's wife, what happens? She is also, addict is not able to make any decisions. He is purely addicted to the drinks, confined to the drinks. But his wife also becomes same. Generally they suffer because of that only. More and more suffering happens because they don't know how to come out of the problem. See, inability to make decisions. Second is inability to maintain interpersonal relationships. Naturally what happens? Slowly we have seen that all the social relations is broken. You don't have any social relationship. So slowly what happens? Interpersonal. See, I go my sister's house. Every day I go to get some money. Naturally 4 days my sister makes some faces. Isn't it? They will feel that, oh, she is a headache for us. In your own house, wherever you go, same way happens. So, naturally, slowly I won't prefer to go their house. Then other things are also there. My dressing style, all start affecting me. Financial problem. So when I go, others won't encourage me. Others won't give me the respect. Respect is also a problem. You have seen that girl lifting the father from the road. So what happens? That family will not have that much of respect in the society also. If they go to the gatherings also, people won't mind them. So they don't give much importance to them. So slowly what happens? When you go somewhere, you don't get the acceptance, you don't get the respect, what you are going to do? You will stop going naturally. Whatever it is, your family or whatever, you won't go then there. So they don't want to be humiliated. Humiliations will draw you apart from the personal relationships. So inability to maintain the interpersonal relationship. Our good friends, then we don't want to go to their house, because if they come here, they will see all these things. They will see my crisis. If I have a college classmate, my husband is an addict, I won't prefer to call her to my house. Isn't it? Why to show her also my condition? My condition is so bad that I don't want her to come and see my condition. So naturally, if she calls me every day, slowly I will try to avoid her. I won't take her phone. I won't call her to my house. I won't go to her house. Slowly what happens? The interpersonal relationship will break, because relationships are two-way, not one-way, isn't it? Once I don't maintain means it will be naturally broken. So that one's inability to maintain interpersonal relationship. That's defensiveness. I start defending myself. Okay? Defensive behavior starts. Now next comes inability to set and maintain limits. Now this also will end. What the family needs to know. Can you tell me what the family needs to know? First is to accept that addiction is a serious problem which requires a professional help. You can't solve the problem at home. You require a professional help for this. Anji, me cold boy kuഴപ്പമുണ്ടോ? For you people? No problem. Okay. To accept that addiction is a serious problem which requires professional help. So professional help is it. That's what you give the family therapy. In family therapy direction center, that's we tell them. But for wives also we have another group. So in that group we tell them what is the problem and how they can help the addict. Now comes, you calmly discuss addiction and related problems openly. Generally what we will do, we will be defensive, isn't it? We will be trying to hide it. If my husband is going all the way and getting money for drinking, naturally if somebody asks, yesterday he came, Sojan came for some money, what for that was? I will not say it was for drinking. I say, oh, what happened? My child fall down. We had to go to the hospital. That's why he got the money. I'll try to hide the problem. So, as in the earlier stages you have seen, hiding will encourage the inappropriate behavior. So, calmly discuss the addiction and related problem openly. Accept that you have problems out of that. Now next is to stop protecting him by covering up the consequences of it. Drug, alcohol, behavior. You should not protect his behavior. Let him go through the consequence. Let him understand the consequence. Let him face the consequence. Now, not to feel or give the impression that the addict is doing them a favor by not using. Generally, what people will say, when somebody, if the wife wants he not to drink, he not to drink. See, generally, this is a trend in all of us. When the small child is not brushing the teeth, the mother will not say that you brush your teeth or your tooth will ache. You will have toothache, your tooth will get spoiled, you will have problem in future. Do we say like that? We don't say like that generally. The small child, mother has to brush him. Mother what she will say? My God, brush! The van driver, what he will think? The driver uncle, he will think, na, you don't know even to brush. We will take the reference of other people. Okay, what he will think? See, what do you tell the children? Get marks, Otherwise, what the neighbor lady will think? You are so mundane. What he has to do with his academic performance? So always help the people to understand the consequence of your behavior's responsibility is yours and not anybody else. What a one driver has to do if your child's teeth is spoiled? He doesn't have to do anything with that. But generally we use this type of mechanisms to make the children from the very young age. Yeah, especially I feel care like this too much. What others will think, so you do like this. You behave properly because others will think something about you. Not because that you want to be a good person. So that way of teaching should not be encouraged. From the very beginning, you should not encourage children like this. You should tell the children, if you don't brush, it's you who is going to suffer. If you don't study, it's you who is going to suffer. So for your behavior, your responsibility, not anybody else's responsibility. Nobody else is responsible for all these things. Okay. So same way, to stop protecting by covering up the consequences of behavior, not to feel or give the impression that addiction. Sometimes wives say, at least you think about the child and stop drinking. Think about the child and stop drinking. Somebody says that you stop drinking, otherwise this will happen or that will happen like this. No, you have to stop drinking because you will be affected out of that. The ultimate first person affected will be addict. Because you will be affected, you have to stop the drinking, not for anyone else. So that the feeling you have to give in him, that you are the responsible for your behavior, you have to stop your behavior because it will be ultimately have effect on you and not anyone else. So this is the, now next is to start communicating openly to other family members about their concerns. Next, to plan one day at a time. That's what we tell in the addiction. This A group, generally we encourage such things. To plan one day at a time, not for years. I won't drink for now, lifelong I will not drink. Not that. For one time, one day. Today I will, is one behavior you learn from so many days, not from 1 second. Your repeated habits become a behavior, isn't it? Later go to the personality. So you learn something from repeatedly. For after so many days you learn. So very fine day, you can leave all these things. So you should tell them, plan for one day, one time. Today morning, you have a prayer for this, no? You give to alcoholics a prayer. You know that prayer. But today for one day, God please, for one day help me to be away from the drink. This is a prayer. Sister, you know the prayer. There is a prayer for that. I have forgotten long before I was in de-addiction. Yeah, one day plan. One day plan. You have a prayer also. In that it gives that the God, we are asking help from the God for one day. Today. For today you help me to be away from alcohol, for addiction. There is a prayer like that. I don't remember now. It's long before I've been working in de-addiction. Now long I've been in family counseling. So plan one day at a time. So one time plan is there. And start executing them. Executing them. One day plan, a time plan, and that should be executed. Not long plans. Long plans will not work. So family members should always help the person to take one time plan. Not long plans. Then to start looking after their own needs and needs of family members. Sometimes after treatment they go, the wife will say, you don't go out. You always sit here. I will provide you everything here. Okay. You always do and I will provide everything to you here. She feels that he goes out, his mood will change. Nothing like that. He has to come back as a normal life. Normal responsibilities you have to take up. Again simply sitting, he will be having again devil's mind. Okay. So serving will create more problems. So let him come back as. You can't have some wives, they want the tourist shops to be out. Because of this shop, my husband is drinking. If there is no shop in your community, he will go somewhere else. He'll get the bus and go to Alappuzha from Kotte to get that is not a problem for him. This poor wife doesn't understand that. She thinks only because there's a toady shop people, my husband is become a addict. Blaming all the toady shops and government and all that. Okay. Now we'll end with this. To accept that they are alone and that help is available. They are not alone, sorry. So the family members you should tell, relapse time all, if they have feeling that these people will help me out, they will come quickly to your institution. Okay, sometimes what happens, proper orientation you won't give, you send them, once relapse, the wife will also say, "Ni engine angotu po." അവർ എത്ര പറഞ്ഞതാ കുടിക്കില്ലേ നിങ്ങൾ പച്ച മലയാളത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞാലല്ലേ നീ എങ്ങനെ എനിക്ക് നാളെ ഇനി ആ ഡോക്ടറെ പോയി കാണാനേ. See, that's the wrong orientation part. This should be always told that if something happens, we are with you. If relapse also happens, we are with you. I remember in Cherthala one day, a person who was keeping sober for 3 years, he drank. And when he drank, he immediately came to the hospital. And he was crying like anything. And he's telling, "Yo, madam, please excuse me, please excuse me." He's feeling that something wrong he has done. See, that's the orientation should be right. Relapse is the part of this. Wife also should understand relapse can occur at any time. So that they can be again back to the treatment program. So that is the thing. So accept them, tell them that we are with you. Now if the person comes after drinking relapse and the council also make faces, how much I told you? So what to do with you? So what happens? The whole treatment gets this. The person won't come for a help. So always by your expression, by your gesture, by your orientation, you should tell, we are always with you. If you have any problem, please come and back to us. Okay, the help is available always. Not that you are drunk and now we cannot do anything. You useless fellow. So that is why help is available. To identify healthy leisure activities. The family should always able to give some leisure activities to the addict. Okay, so time should be utilized. That is what. You are sitting always free. You don't have any work to do. You don't have any responsibility to take. So what you will do? Engage yourself. Right word is used. That is a core word. Engage yourself. Keep yourself busy. But don't be very tiresome. That also we tell the addicts. And don't be empty stomach. That's also another advice. Yeah, relapse. So but engagement is not tiresome. Engagement is always here. That's a right word. Engagement that you always keeping your time. You keep you busy, not tiring. Busy but not tiring. Okay, that's finished. What should the family go fast? Hiding, throwing away alcohol, drugs. Arguing when he is under the influence. Some people when come drink, this is biggest nonsense is that when somebody is drunk, you need not to go on giving this guidance. Some people will go on giving the Upadesham. Shouting, giving. I can show you a movie of that after the break. I'll show. Go on giving this advice to them. Why are you drinking like this so many times? So what happened? Ultimately they will get a blast. That's all going to happen. So one person is drunk. If you can't have brain, we will take it after this. Only 4 points are there, we will take after the brain. Okay, fine. Addiction is called a program because all comes inside that. Not only treatment. Detoxification is not only included in that. The counseling is there, AA group is there, family therapy is there, financial management is there. All total together comes and it is called a de-addiction program. It is full program. And not that everybody comes for only detoxification. People even that they just started drinking, they sometimes come, they require only OP treatment. But other facilities they are given, other things, other options, other helps they have been given to them. So this is the thing. Family therapy was meeting the challenges of the. See, wife when she comes from the family therapy, she will understand. Everybody is, see, the addict is this. And these are the challenges met by all. Specifically with attainment of goals, she focused on spouse addiction to changing her own self. This is how we help the wife, not the addict. This is the therapy for the family we is talking. Shift focus on spouse addiction. So what happens, addicted wife will be always focusing with that. He's drinking, he's drinking, he's drinking. She'll forget about herself. We have shown but this time one lady sitting, always focusing about the drinking of the husband. She has left her all daily family dynamics all gone. No family dynamics. Okay, codependency is in a codependency. So that what start happening with the wife. She'll forget everything. She only concentrate on the husband's drinking. So that is no meaning of drinking like that. He's addict, he has to be treated, but the family has to go. Children has to go. They have to grow. And she also has to be a relaxed mind. So for that, focus, see, shifting the focus from the spouse addiction to changing her own self. She should become more confident, more decision making, more thinking positively, getting more positive energy. That all she have to do. That the family therapist will help to think all this and act positively. Emphasis on here and now. So this is the only thing. Now you want to see the goals of a family therapy or you will go to other class? Want goals? Yes, everybody wants. Goals of family, to provide information about addiction and its effect on family system. Generally those who come to you, they don't know even what is addiction. Okay, so you explain them, this is addiction. See some examples you give them. In counseling what happens, you give the examples. See, and while your husband is not drinking, what is his behavior? So you say, while he is not drinking, is okay, fine, he is responsible. For 1 month he has stopped drinking, what was his behavior? So she will say, no, he was a good person at that time. So then now why he is doing like this? Because it is an influence of his drinking habit. So the person is not bad, as Jesus Christ has told. Don't hate the person. You don't have to hate the person. It's his behavior and the drinking habit that is made him change his life. So that the wife should be able to understand. That's the thing you make him. To provide information about addiction and its effects on the family system, to help the family understand the inappropriate responses and deal with their defects of character. To provide a safe and acceptable environment for family to discuss and deal with their problems. Goals of family, to improve interaction among family members. Generally what happens, interaction finishes. In an addict's house there is no interaction. Mother will be frustrated, irritated and sitting one place. In kitchen also she will be going on talking or murmuring herself. My God, what happened? This fellow has done like this. She is going on talking about the husband's behavior. Okay, and she will be involved in her thinking and the focus will be always for what? Focus is for what? Addict's focus, wife's focus is always on? Can you tell me just before we had the slide?
Focusing on the addiction.
Yeah, always focusing on husband's drinking. Okay, she will always focus. So what happens? No communication in the family. Generally if you sit in the home, your children come, husband come, you call and ask them what happened today, what was your office, how was your school, what did you do in school, all this start communicating. And children will ask them, we will tell what happened in the house and all that. Okay, here what happens, husband is always under the drinking, in the influence of the alcohol, he is out of the family. Then wife who is inside the family, she is also always focusing about the husband's problems. So children come, they is in their world. Children will be always immersed thinking that what will happen today evening if there will be a fight at the house. Okay, they will be thinking that. So all are in their own world. There is no communication, no interaction in the family at all. So again the frustration is all going very high. Because nobody is able to release them, nobody is able to share themselves. To improve the interaction family, to equip parents with skills needed to raise adolescents to improve marital relationship. Then therapeutic process, that you know too. So this ends our class. So now you have learned what is the consequences faced by the family members, especially the wife. See, we have seen that same way what the addicts is having the consequences, similarly same intensity is also same. Degree is not less. Husband more and wife less consequence. It's not like that. Same intensity consequences is faced by the family members also. The family is also having the same consequences. Everywhere, in all aspects you see. It is financial. It's not a husband who is drinking, he is only having financial crisis. No. The husband, family is also having financial crisis. Social problems. Social humiliation. It's not that the addict is lying on the road and people will say, oh, he is the only person problematic. They will talk about the family. This is Leela's husband who is lying here. Or this is Jyoti's father who is lying here. So the humiliation is for everyone in the family, not only for the addict. Humiliation goes for everybody. So social problem is with everybody. The whole family is suffering with the social problem. The whole family is suffering with the financial crisis. The whole family is having the emotional problem also. Emotional problem is also not only confined with the addict. It is also transferred to the wife plus children. They both are suffering with the emotional problems. So all the aspects, all the consequences are for everybody equal. The intensity is same. There is no difference in the intensity. Okay, fine. So that's what you have learned in this class.